This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, Catherine. I am very happy that you want to take part in this little video about the Dublin 2 conference that we will have in Dublin in a few months' time. I remember the first conference, and I think it's in Dublin, and I think it was the most smashing conference we had the last 20 years. So if we only reach half of it, this will be a really big deal to attend. How it's going, Catherine?
Hi, good morning, Per. It's going really well, and we get the bookings are going very well. As you know, we have 30 Erasmus Plus places from across Europe, and
Wow.
they have the national agencies have been contacted, and some countries have places and some don't. Some have one and some have more than one, and it reflects the size of the country and it reflects the demand. Some national agencies have been very curious about it and have been asking about the conference. So we have we will have the bookings are going very well, and we're really looking forward to welcoming people to Dublin. And can't say it. I don't know. I wasn't at Dublin 1, but I've heard it was wonderful, and I hope it is at least half as good. Okay.
I'm sure it will be. I know all the great work you are doing on the conference, and it's a lot of preparation for the EPEA as well. We are all occupied by it, so I think we will be able to give people a very, very good experience at the conference. And who did we invite as speakers beside of all the workshops?
There's a new Director General in the IPS called Karen McCaffrey. So she's starting the speaker on she's starting the conference on the Thursday morning, and it's actually being opened on Wednesday evening in a very, very symbolic building in Dublin called City Hall. It's part of Dublin Castle, and it has been given to us for the event because we're a social enterprise and because it's part of their outreach work. So we're going to have the opening will be performed by Mr. John Darcy, who's the director of the Open University in Ireland and Northern Ireland, and they have been very, very supportive to many prisoners over the last 40-50 years, where Irish prisoners have had access to third level education. So it has changed many lives. So we're very, very happy that the Open University is involved. And we will also have a choir, a very special choir, singing at the City Hall. And we will also have the director of our teaching council in Ireland. All teachers are registered, and in order to be paid, it's come in only in the last couple of years. So the director of that, Tomás O'Rourke, he's very, very supportive of prison education and really wants to learn more about it. So he will be giving he will be on a panel. A lot of our big plenary sessions will be on panels, because we like to feel that the different voices and the different perspectives from prison and education and registration are all shown. So he will be there as well, and we will also have a very interesting speaker called Jonathan Watts, who has engaged in a very unusual a lot of activities. When he was in prison, he got involved with the Duke of Edinburgh Award in the UK, and he has done a lot of work in Irish prisons as well, speaking at the Goshka presentation. The Goshka is our President's Award, which is like the Duke of Edinburgh Award in the UK. So Jonathan has done work with in Jamie Oliver's restaurants, because Jamie does outreach work to, I don't know if you're familiar with Jamie Oliver, but he's a chef, kind of a celebrity chef. And Jonathan is just going to talk about citizenship education and what it meant for him. And that's just a taste of some of our speakers. We will also have Alan Smith, who's an extremely experienced, and we're very, very pleased to have him. He's been involved with the Erasmus Plus project for many, many years, and he is coming as part of the Erasmus Plus Contact Seminar. So he will do, which is running parallel to the conference. So Alan will give a plenary session, and the hope is that there's enough advice and networking happening that people can actually set up new European projects as a result of this conference.
I think making projects is one of the biggest deal at this conference, because it is a way that we can continue after the conference to cooperate on the subject and support prison education. We really need this kind of outreach and work and cooperation in Europe. I'm very happy for that. I saw the list of workshops, and I know it's a big problem with workshops, because I would like to see all of them. You know, we have to arrange them, but the quality looks very, very good, and I think everybody can look forward that we will publish the complete list of workshops. It will be worth it.
Yeah. We've one other speaker who I meant to say. She's a senator, and she's called Lynn Ruan. And she has, again, had a very unusual path to becoming a politician. And she has, she became a mature student. So she has actually walked the same path. She has entered education late and changed her life. And she became a senator, and she was spent years in Trinity College. So she's actually very, very clear and a wonderful speaker. So we just felt we were very, very pleased when she accepted our invitation. So we feel that those stories will touch people from across Europe, because we like to think that people, every country in Europe probably has people who are re-engaging in education and who are being transformed by the experience.
I am amazed that you have this variety in speakers. You have from the political field, you have from administration field, and you have prisoner. You have a person that will give an example of how important rehabilitation and education is for prisoners. And I want to reflect on something I heard at in the Council of Europe. Somebody saying from Caritas that you have these people incarnated, and imagine nobody will talk to them, imagine nobody will work with them, and they are in a very, very unfriendly, hostile atmosphere with a lot of tension, and nobody will think rehabilitation. What would happen to them when they come out, you know? And I think you really give you stress the fact that education and rehabilitation belong to each other. We are going to show it, we're going to prove it at the conference, and I like that very much.
Great, that's really good. Well, we have learned from your previous conferences. You know, EPEA conferences have been very, very exciting over the years, and very, very wide variety of speakers. So I think we're following in your tradition.
Thank you very much, Catherine, and thank you for taking part in this short interview. Maybe later on, when we know a little more about the workshops, we could make another one and tell people about it. And everyone, hurry up, register for the conference before it's too late. I heard there are over 100 now, and the full capacity is around 170. So, you know, hurry up, don't be too late. Yeah.
And thank you. And follow us on Twitter too.
We have EPEA news and EPEA news. I'll make the links here in the video below so that you can see where it are. We are on Twitter, and of course the EPEA homepage on www.epea.org. Here you will also find information of how to get to the program of the conference and study it more in details. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Thank you, Per.
And thank you, Catherine. Thank you very much for taking part. I look forward to another one with you on the workshops.
Me too. Okay.